It's your favorite auntie, uncle. It's your favorite goddess king. It's your favorite pirate captain. It's your favorite hood healer, high priestess, motivational dominatrix, lady speech, in the place to be. And I want to welcome you back to my channel. You could be anywhere in the world, absolutely positively anywhere in the world. As a matter of fact, you are somewhere in the world, and you're also sharing a little bit of time and space with me. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling any of this, if you're feeling any of me, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notifications bell so you can keep up with all of these shenanigans and happenings and all that good stuff. Now let's get into today's reading. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whenever you encounter this. It is Sunday, my loves. It is 10:10, a little bit after, but it is 10:10 on a Sunday morning. So you know what time it is. It's time for your Sunday service, soul food, spiritual tea session, my dears. That's right. I am here. I am here to bless you with the reading so you can make this entire week yours. You can make it yours. You can own it. You can make the best of it. You can move into this week doing what you need to do, handling what you need to handle. All right. So I'm coming at you live today. If you are an OG in the building, you already know what happens here. You already know how this goes down. You already know what we are about to do. You already know what we are about to do. But if you are new here, I'm going to go ahead and explain it to you because you deserve an explanation before you hop into this with us, okay? You deserve an explanation, and I acknowledge that. So let me give you an explanation. This is a reading. This is a divination. I'm going to use some tarot cards to say some things, okay? The universe is going to speak to us through these here tarot cards that I have with me today, okay? So, you are going to get some spiritual counsel from that. Now, let me introduce you to the elements of this readings because it's definitely tarot cards, but it's a little bit more than tarot cards, all right? Speaking of tarot cards, let me introduce you to today's tarot cards. This is the Naked Heart. I wanted to make sure I said it right. This is the Naked Heart Tarot deck. If you are looking for a review of this deck, I have one. I have one. Search these playlists, BB. I have done a review on this deck. It's a really beautiful deck. But we're using the Naked Heart Tarot today. We are using the, what is this? The Music Oracle deck today. We are using the African Goddess Rising deck today. And we are also using the Carolyn Myss archetype decks today, okay? All right, my loves. Now, part of this reading is affirmations. I have my trusty affirmation box. This box is filled with quotes and song lyrics and parts of some good things. I'm going to pull at random from this box. I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to mix it up. And then I'm going to pull at random from this box periodically during the reading. And we are going to speak an affirmation, or I'm going to read you a quote, and we're going to create an affirmation and say it a couple times. We do this because a lot of times, this society has trained us to use our language for destructive things, especially when it comes to how we speak to ourselves. So we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to take a couple moments during these readings and let the universe tell us what we should be affirming ourselves on today. So mixing that up, gonna pull that random. We're gonna do a call and response thing with that. Now, I, my darling, am always surrounded by at least 10,000 ancestors, spirits, guides, at least 10,000 strong in my spiritual teams. When I do these readings for you, I like to bring my rock friends. So first and foremost, we've got my black hematite mixed with a little black tourmaline, baby. One of my favorites. All of my rock friends, all of my stones are my favorites, if I'm honest. This labradorite right here, we got that in the place to be. We've got a little selenite. A little angelic energy in the place to be. And we also have some, gotta be careful with these stones. We've got some golden obsidian in the place to be. So those are my rock friends that are with us today, that are rocking with me today. And if you will notice, Yours truly has a new crown, an amethyst one to be exact. Yes, darling. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for your reading? Because I'm ready to give it to you. If you are an OG here, if you are not new to this, but you are true to this, you have seen more than one reading. You have seen at least 2 readings and at least 3 videos of mine. Go ahead and put A. You know what to do. A blue or purple heart in the comments. Okay? And go ahead and put a butterfly in the comments as well. And or do what you do. Do what you do, baby. Or a mermaid or a merman or a mer person. Do that as well. If you are new here, put a yellow or a green heart or a caterpillar in the comments, darling. Or let's see, a firefly or a Tinkerbell or a fairy. Do they have a fairy emoji? Put a fairy in the comments. All right? All right. Good to see y'all. This video is not sponsored. It just matches my dress and I'm parched. You know, this is my dress, hoodie, blanket situation. I'm coming to you live, comfortable and moisturized. Hydrated as well. This is a reminder to get your waters, your teas. Hydration is your friend. So go and get your snacks, get comfortable, put me in your earbuds and all that good stuff, and we're gonna have us a reading. I want to remind you that for the month of March, I will be doing these readings at 10:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So 10:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is our meeting time for the Church of LadySpeech Sankofa for Sunday service. That's when we're going to get together every Sunday in March, okay? So 10:10 Eastern Standard Time. Remember that, my loves. Also, if you benefit from this content in the spirit of reparations, in the spirit of reciprocity, in honor of Women's History Month, you go ahead and put a little something in the collection plate. If you benefit from these readings, do what you do, baby. That Cash App is LadySpeech, the Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa, and the PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. Also, I welcome your super chats. I welcome your super stickers as well as your way of showing appreciation. Now that you know what we're doing here, let's get started. Are you ready, my loves? Are you ready, my darlings? Are you ready, my loves? Are you ready, my darlings? Well, let's do this. We're going to begin with the Naked Heart Tarot. Okay, we're going to start out strong. All righty then. First and foremost, we have the 9 of the Suit of Pentacles. And Pentacles is all about grounded earth energy in regards to this deck right here. Okay, now this is the 9 of the Pentacles. And this is all about standing up and standing out. Standing in your power. Okay, standing up, standing out, standing up in your glory, standing up in all of your magnificence, okay? And if you are not able to do that, this card and the message in this card is about addressing your self-doubt. It's time to look at why you don't let yourself stand up and shine, okay? There's a lot of us who are lying to ourselves, all right? We've adopted personas that are very relaxed, or we've adopted ways of dress that are very relaxed, or ways of beings that are deceiving, okay? But really, we're afraid to put ourselves out there. We're afraid to express ourselves in our uniqueness and our weirdness and our individuality. And it is time. It is time for you to take a look at that, because it is time for you to be fully who you are, to express yourself. And it is time for you, if you cannot do that, to look at your road blockages around that, okay? It's time to look at your road blockages around that and maybe do some healing work around that. But the 9 of Pentacles in this suit, when it comes to this reading, the message coming you today, right here, right now, okay, is that it is your time to step up front. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is your time to be seen. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is your time to stand in the fullness of your magnificence. And if you can't do it, it's time to look at why you can't, honey. It's time to get up under that. It's time to get up under that trauma. It's time to get up under that pain. It's time to visit the reasons why. It's time to look at the conditioning we might have survived and endured. It's time to look at those things, because Spirit needs you to step up. And for some of you, this means in your career. It's time to show them how how dope you are. For some of this means personally, standing up for yourself. For some of you, it's time to show your art off, to show a talent, to express yourself. For some of you, it's time to dress like you, the vision in your head, to start shifting your wardrobe, to express yourself in your dress the way you want to express yourself, okay? For some of you, this is just about stepping in. Stepping in, you've been diminishing your light, you've been diminishing your power, you've been diminishing all of these wonderful aspects of you, and it's time to let those things fly free, my darlings. Whatever this means to you, whatever it is, it's time to look at it. It's time to look at it. It's time to look at it. It is time to look at it. Get up under it because it's your time to shine. All right, we have the Eight of the Suit of Pentacles, and this is all about determination, tenacity, forward movement, and taking action when it comes to changing your reality, shifting some of the things in your life. You are going to need to move forward. You're going to need to be focused. You're going to need to work hard. When we think of beavers, which is what is pictured here, when we think of beavers, we think of dams. They make dams, the constructions of dams. And when a beaver is on a mission to create their dam, they are on a mission and they are back and forth. They hunt for what they need. They're measuring, they're building, they're contributing. They're on the move until the structure they need is built. And in the end, they keep building on and improving on that structure, okay? Yes, Naomi said in the comments, craftsmanship. So this is about crafting your dreams. This is about building your goals. This is about building towards the things that you want to see in your life. And darling, this is a slow, everyday chipping away. When we think about a beaver, it's always an important energy that it moves with. It moves with a sense of urgency. It doesn't move with a sense of desperation or chaotic, unhinged hurriedness, okay? It moves with a very sense of determination, of urgency. But day by day, it's nice and steady. It's paced and measured, okay? Now, every day, take a step towards your dreams, darling. Every day, take a step towards crafting who you want to be, all right? It is okay to absolutely love yourself and also look in the mirror and say, hey, I want to see something different from myself. It's okay to understand the circumstances that are in your life that you have very much control over and move forward in improvement of those things because you want to see something better for yourself. And in order to get there, a lot of times shifting your life, if this is shifting your life financially, if this is shifting your life, health-wise, some of these things, shifting your life in the healing world, these things take time. And many of these things take a slow chipping away at day by day. So the Beaver reminds us to do that the slow chipping away is so important. That slow chipping away is absolutely necessary, okay? One step, one baby step at a time, one tiny step at a time, one micro step at a time. It takes the big leaps. It takes the faith walks. It takes that just as much as it takes the little things, as it takes the tiny movement forward, as it takes, sometimes you're not even moving forward, you're preparing yourself to move forward. All of those steps are necessary. All of those steps are necessary, from the preparing, from the studying, to the learning, to the unlearning, to the building, to the everything that you need to do to build toward a better future, to build toward a better, your dreams and goals. Do it. Be on that path of determination. This too also is about correcting ourselves or looking at the source of our laziness. Sometimes are we being lazy? Is this lazy, or are we avoiding this work out of perfectionism? Do we have blockages because we don't believe we can do the work, or we aren't doing the work to make our dreams come true because we don't believe we are worthy? It's time to look at why for some of us, why we refuse to take action on some things. Listen, when it comes to manifestation, one thing that is necessary is you got to put the work into. And a lot of people fail in manifesting a new life for themselves because they don't put the work into. They don't meet it halfway. Even if the work is just, being in good, feeling in good space, making sure you're feeling good when you're in a space of manifestation. Even if you don't even put in the work in there, the manifestation is not going to work. meeting your dreams halfway, working for them. What's the block around that? Some of us sabotage ourselves and get in the way of ourselves for some very deep rooted reasons. So it's time to get in, you start studying that. Look at that. Look at that. Also, a word to the perfectionist. When it comes to going towards your dreams, goals, and desires, please remember, darling, that even the failure is necessary. And that's a word of the day, too. On the road to success, my love, the failure is absolutely necessary. So if y'all are not moving forward on your dreams and your goals and on your wants and desires because you believe that you're going to fail, you aren't going to succeed. Failure is your friend when it comes to the ultimate success, when it comes to building the perfect dream. It actually is going to come from a mixture of your mistakes, a mixture of learning from all of the ways you messed up, all of the ways you fucked up. It's going to come from a mixture of that, okay? So failure is your friend when you're stepping into your success and greatness. Don't be afraid of it. Make friends with it, because within it, it's got a lot of treasures and gifts, lessons and blessings to give you. All right, my loves, how y'all doing out there? Let me check into the comments. First and foremost, if you were here from the beginning, you're right on time. If you were here in the middle, you were right on time. If you're here at the end, you were right on time, my loves, my loves, my love. If you're watching this live, you're right on time. Whenever you hear this, you are right on time. Whenever you are seeing this, you are right on time. If you were here at the replay, you are right on time. Let me check in with the comments. Sunday service, spiritual tea, soul sessions with LadySpeech, my loves. Remember, we are going to be at the 10:10 space at Eastern Standard Time during the month of March. Happy Women's History Month to all of you. Blessings to you all. Hello, hello, and good morning. Naomi said, love your growth. Thank you, and thank you so much for being here and for your contribution. Melted Snow Girl said, can't find my sweater. Yes, get your cracking blanket, baby. All right. Let's see. Smell the Snow Girl is in the house. Let's see. Allie said, needed the reminder of slow being okay. I always end up putting off my goals completely if I feel like I'm not doing things fast enough. The slowness is necessary. Yes, it is, darling. Like, them fast-paced times are sometimes necessary, but you need to, sometimes that articulation in that slow space is what's going to get you to where you need to be. So slow is just as necessary as going fast-paced. Melted Snow Girl said, checks volumes on earbuds. That's loud. I took a huge leap going to university after diving deep into my ancestry. Lots of pieces fell into place. Yes, yes, yes. I am so glad this is connecting with everybody so far. All right, all right, all right. You know this is your Sunday service. This is church, okay? So, can I get an amen? If you are feeling it, put an amen in the comments. Put a witness, okay? Let your witness in the word today. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it pushing. Let's do some affirmations. Excuse me. I'm drinking a little sparkling water, which is my favorite, and so I might have the burpees, okay? Okay, okay, okay. Okay. This affirmation is a quote. It says, I consider myself a crayon. I might not be your favorite color, but one day you're going to need me to complete your picture. Lauryn Hill. I consider myself a crayon. I might not be your favorite color, but one day you're going to need me to complete your picture. I consider myself a crayon. I might not be your favorite color, but one day you're going to need me to complete your picture. You know, this reminds me that everybody has value and everybody has merit. Everybody is a part of making the picture of life. So whatever part you play is ultimately important. I think about painters. And you know what? I think about makeup artists. Let's think about people in terms of makeup. There are parts of makeup that will be seen and that will be noticed a lot more prominently than others, but every single part of what a makeup artist is doing is necessary. So when you're looking at someone who's done a full face of makeup and they might have used concealer, but they have this really amazing eyeshadow design that they've done. You focus in on the eyeshadow. You focus in on the brilliant metallics and the colors and the shapes that they made and the way that they complemented their eyes with the way that they made that makeup shine. But what was also important is that contour, or the way that they line their lips, or the other steps that they took, or the fact that they prime their skin. You don't notice those things, you don't think about those things, but all of those steps are important, even the things you can't see. When it comes to people, who you are, your mission, what you're sitting here to do is important. It doesn't matter if someone else is their mission ends up affecting 5,000 people, 500 people, 5 million people. And maybe you only affect yourself and the lady at the grocery store. That's still valuable. That's still amazing. Value yourself. Value yourself for what you contribute. No matter how small. No matter how big. And know that we all contribute in some type of big way. You have been a big deal to someone, and you've also been someone's villain in their story. The complexities of humanity. You may not be everyone's favorite color, but you do help to complete the picture. Let's do another affirmation, baby. Another affirmation, honey. This is a quote that I think is very necessary, especially for people who are survivors. But everybody should repeat this. Repeat after me. I get to have pleasure in my body right now. I get to have pleasure in my body right now. I get to have pleasure in my body right now. I get to have pleasure in my body right now. I get to have pleasure in my body right now. I get to have pleasure in my body right now. A lot of survivors, I think sometimes it kind of gets lost that we too get to have pleasure and experience that. And all types of pleasure, not just the sensual, sexual pleasure, but all types of pleasure in our body. And it is sacred. All right, you beautiful souls, let us move on to the African Goddess Rising deck. We first have, let's see, Yasiji. All right, and we have Live Out Loud, Yasiji, okay? This is all about understanding that the way we express ourselves is the way we express ourselves, and you should respect or express yourself the way that you are designed to express yourself. Again, as long as it's not hurting other people, all right? And remember that the way you express yourself is going to be, and the way you live is the way you live. Some of us are loud and boisterous and over the top. Excuse me, I dropped the card. And all in your face in our expression of sensuality or gender or emotions or happiness. And some of us are quiet and introverted, and some of us have both tendencies. Some of us tend to turn in, and the turn up is inward. And just a small smile actually speaks to our exuberance. However you express yourself when it comes to the way you dress, your happiness, your sadness, your pain, your joy, the colors of your entire spirit and soul, be free. Express at that level. Live out loud. Baby, let me remind you that you've only got one life. You've only got one life. If you always live it according to some other people's expectations, you ain't never gonna be happy. I need to remind you that I am a birth doula, and I'm also a death doula, end of life doula. And I can tell you this. The scariest end of lives that I have ever had to attend are the ones from people who did not live their life, who regret really, really going for their goals, their dreams, who regret saying the things that needed to be said, who regret healing. Live your life. Express yourself. And let me remind you, mind your business when other people are expressing themselves as they are expressing themselves. If it's not hurting you, if it's not bothering you, don't leave it alone. You don't gotta get it. You don't gotta understand it. Someone is allowed to express their gender as they want to. If it hurting you, leave it alone. They can express their sexuality as they feel leave it, feel the need to and feel right, leave it alone. And again, you ain't got to understand it, you ain't got to like it. Just like you ain't got to be all the way understood. You ain't got to be all the way understood. They ain't got to like what you're doing either. So see, that's another reason on the flip side. Don't live for people liking you. Live for your happiness, for your growth, for your ascension, for your path and purpose, for yourself. Mind your business, okay? Y'all be up in arms about who people want to love, how people want to dress, what their pronouns are. Just give it to them and keep it pushing. Live out loud, honey. Live out loud. We've got Queen Nefertiti, which is all about the alchemy of it all. This is about taking a situation. Now, let me tell you, I feel this in my heart. When I'm giving this reading to you, I'm also getting a reading. There are lots of things that apply to me. There's things that don't, baby. When I tell you that this applies to me, and the videos coming out this week are going to explain why. But good Lord, I'm going to do just one video because we ain't going to harp on it. The alchemy. This right here is about taking the negative things in your life and using them as fuel, using them, turning them into something different. Do you understand me? You're gonna get thrown some curveballs. You're gonna get thrown some things that look like and that feel like you're taking some L's, you're taking some losses. Take them losses and then turn them into something. You know, there is that saying that's cliche as I'll get out, but it is absolutely true. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Okay, there are times in your life when you get put on a path that seems messed up. You're gonna get times in your life where you'll receive a rejection. Times in your life where it feels like or it seems like things aren't going well or things aren't going your way. Times in your life where you get served the lesson and the loss. But you need to take that and turn it into something different. You need to transmute some of these things in your life. You need to use it as fuel. Let me tell you something. Sometimes Spirit gonna break a window for you, and the window that they break in, you think the window being broken is a bad thing, but they didn't give you an escape route into a higher space, into a better space, okay? So take these L's. Spirit didn't close some doors for you, but these doors are going to end up, you can turn these into opportunities for elevation. You can turn these into opportunities for better things, okay? This is the alchemy. You're going to need to use this alchemy. You're going to need to use it. You're going to need to turn some of these things that are wicked, that are not okay, that are not good, into things that like end up working for you, all right? And I'm gonna tell you, people gonna ask me how you do that. You first and foremost, if you watching this reading, you believe in something spiritual. So I suggest the first thing you do is pray. The first thing I did when some crappy BS happened to me this past week, I was in my feelings. I have a video queued up that I haven't, that needed to be loaded up on Monday. I had a whole schedule for y'all. And then my week just gut punched me. I laid in bed for 2 days and was like, middle finger to the world. I let myself be depressed. I let myself be sad about it. Them spirits, and I knew, I was like, I know I'm gonna get up from this. I'm the queen of being getting knocked down 9 times and getting up 15. And every single time I get up, I'm a bigger, badder bitch. I'm badder than I'm cold-blooded. I learned a lesson. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I'm better. So I knew I'm gonna be alright. But I was like, I'm gonna pay my feelings. I'm human. And then day 3 came, and I went to my altar, and I gave my ancestors, one of my altars, I gave my ancestors, they offering, and was like, look, player, I need some help. Y'all know what I need. I need my assistance. Help me work it out. Help me work it out. And they started helping me working it out. I asked for help. I knew I have the skills. I know I can get through this. And I was like, you need to tell me how I can turn this into something that's a win. I need a big loss. I need this big loss to be a big win times 100,000. They said, oh, we got you. Say less. So you're going to start with prayer. That's all I did. I gave them their offerings, and then I still laid in my bed. And I was still sad about it, and I didn't think about it. until about 7 hours later, and then all of a sudden the light bulb went off in my head, and they started giving me the blueprint. They laid it all out. They laid the plan. They told me how. They said, this is how you're going to turn this into a win. And then the help I asked for, I didn't understand. They gave it to me, but I didn't understand what. I just knew it was help they were giving me. And then when I realized the plan, I was like, it's the exact help I need. So that's where you're going to start. Is, to turn the losses that you've experienced lately, to turn the BS that you've been going through into a win. You're going to start with prayer. You're going to start with your spiritual team. You're going to start with your magic. You're going to start with your faith. And then when they give you the go, when they give you the green light, when they tell you the what is, the what is, the what is, when they tell you that, then you trust it and you move forward on it and you do what you have to do with that information, okay? But it is alchemy, okay? It's alchemy time. You need to sit down and look at the last 6 months. You need to sit down and look at the last 4 months. You need to sit down and look at the last month. You need to sit down and look at the last 2 weeks, the last week, and see where the losses you've taken, learn the lesson in them, and then flip it on them, and let that aid in your forward movement. And this is also a word to the fact that when you're walking your path and your purpose, this doesn't mean you're not going to meet no struggle. When you are doing what you're supposed to do on the planet, that doesn't mean it's going to all be smooth sailing. This latest setback could definitely be, if I was a lesser witch, a lesser person, then I could definitely say, oh, this means I'm not walking my path and purpose. That don't mean that. I'm very much where I need to be. But this is an opportunity to move differently, to think differently, and to turn a loss to something that was a loss and flip it and get the biggest win ever. Alchemy is the name of the game. And you're going to, what do you use with alchemy? You're going to need to apply all parts of yourself. Your practical self, your magical self, your intellectual self, your hood self, your street self, okay, your grimy self. You're going to have to, all of the wisdoms of who you are going to need to come together in order to get through this. But you got this. You absolutely got this. Let me check in with these comments. First and foremost, Naomi, I want to thank you for your super sticker, darling. She said, I am broke but not broken. Heck yeah, my love. Heck yeah. Good morning to all you beautiful people. Melted Snow Girl said it costs nothing to mind your own business. That's right, baby. Good morning, Amber. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you so much for your donations, Naomi. I appreciate you. Jennifer said, it is a time of death, transformation, and rebirth. Yes, it is, darling. Jessica, thank you so much for your super chat. Finding your channel has been such a positive force in my life as I'm starting my healing journey. Thank you so much for your labor. You are so very welcome. This is what I'm here for, baby. This is what I'm here for. Veronique said, this happened to me. Okay, hey, baby. The loss can make you a boss. That's right, Naomi. Catherine said, I definitely needed to hear that. I was feeling lost. Good to know. This is what I'm here for, baby. Welcome to all you wonderful people. I want to remind you that this is Sunday service, soul food, spiritual tea session with LadySpeech. On Sundays, we bring it all together. I bring a little service so we can make Monday our best and bottom bitch. That's right. I know that's right. This is going to be at 10:10 on Sundays every morning in March. So remember that, my loves. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's do some affirmations. Let's do some affirmations. Repeat after me. I make a difference in the lives of others. I make a difference in the lives of others. I make a difference in the lives of others. I make a difference in the lives of others. I make a difference in the lives of others. Repeat after me. All I need to do right now is breathe. All I need to do right now is breathe. All I need to do right now is breathe. All I need to do right now is breathe. All I need to do right now is breathe. All right, you beautiful people, we are going to move on to the next deck, and that is the Music Oracle deck. We have Ella Fitzgerald. First and foremost, 3 statements, 3 messages. First statement, you are your own best teacher. I know that's right. Nothing is more hard-won than innocence. I know that's right. And lastly, intuition beats experience. All right, let's break it down little by little. Number one, you are your own best teacher. Yes, you definitely should look to outside mentorship, outside gurus, outside guides, outside teachers. But you need to put some respect on the fact that you know what you know. I need you to respect that. I need you to respect the wisdom you bring to a situation, to the game, your life experience, okay? Respect your wisdom. And respect the fact that you have things to teach, you have a wisdom, you know things, you have an inner guide. Do not be afraid to lead in spaces where spirit, where creator, where universe put you in to lead, and you have the skills, you have the talent to do so. Okay? You have the knowledge, sorry. You know, you get something stuck in your like little piece of something. You have the knowledge to lead. There it goes. You have the knowledge to lead. You have the knowledge to teach. You know things. Your inner guide is potent. You have the knowledge to teach. So teach that. Teach it to yourself. Teach it to others where you are supposed to. Okay. We have nothing is more hard won than innocence. All right. I want you to remember that you can never get being naive back. You can't get that back. But what you can reclaim is an innocence. What you can reclaim is an innocence. And this is not the innocence of a child who doesn't understand that bad things happen and bad people exist. This is an innocence of where we can, it's an understanding. The innocence that we can reclaim is the understanding that yes, there is death, and yes, there are horrible things that happen. And the miracle of birth, the miracle of creation, the miracle of life is just as potent, if not more potent. That there are opposites that are true. For every tear, there is reason to smile. For every death, there is a birth. It's important to remember that balance. And that is the innocence we speak of. Being able to still marvel and wonder at life. Respecting the gift of life and the beauty and the joy that is still here and still accessible. And lastly, intuition beats experience. Baby, experience is amazing and it's worth its weight in gold. And intuition is just as important. There are going to be times when your intuition outweighs your experience, it outweighs your knowledge. So remember that this week and moving forward. As you are moving about in your regular life and your regular schedule, trust them gut instincts. If your tummy says something's off about this situation, I need to maybe choose a different space or route or way of being, do that. Do that. Trust your intuition. Trust when your tummy, when your gut is trying to tell you something. No one really ever says, gee golly whiz, I'm so glad I didn't follow my gut. If anything, when we don't follow our intuition, we regret it. Let's move on to our next cards, my loves. We have Nick Cave. Okay. Be sure to be the last guest at the cannibal's party. Embrace your limitations to become a wonderful disaster. Waiting for inspiration is just waiting. Let's start there. Waiting for inspiration is just waiting. For you artists, for you people who are waiting for inspiration to move forward, inspiration to motivate you to move forward, sometimes it ain't coming. Sometimes you just have to get on up and make it. And here's the thing that statement makes me think about too, that the failure is necessary, that the bad parts is necessary. I'm an artist, and I'm an artist in several ways, and I think about my writing. I think about some of my greatest pieces came out damn near perfect. Very little editing was needed, very little correction. I have a couple pieces that it came out the way it came out, and that's the way it came out, and it's beautiful. And there are some pieces where, oh my God, I had to craft and recraft and build and dissect and come apart and put together and glue back on and take apart again. I had to craft it. I had to put in the work, and it became that work. What started out as nothing good then turned into something great. Also, the bad poems, the bad pieces, the bad songs, the bad pieces of art are stepping stones to those really good pieces of art that we make. So sometimes you can't wait for inspiration to start. Sometimes you can't wait for inspiration to start working out. Sometimes you're not going to be motivated. Sometimes you have to be like, I'm just going to, I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna make it happen, and then the inspiration comes from that. All right. Embrace your limitations to become a wonderful disaster. This is also a nod to the fact that your flaws, the crazy parts about you are just as valid and just as a potent part of your path and purpose as the great parts about you. When you embrace your flaws, the point is not to be perfect. The point is to embrace all parts of yourself and to work on the parts that are problematic. Because when you do that, then the universe can use all parts of you to make your dreams and goals come true. It can do an integration and an incorporation in your life that will help you accomplish your goals and help you be the best person you can be. The point isn't perfection. Embrace your flaws. You will be a beautiful disaster. You are. But when you do that, you will start functioning in a way that you can heal the problematic aspects of your disaster as it affects other people. You can heal it within yourself and heal the effects with others. And then the universe can use your deficiencies as well as the great parts of you to uplift yourself and ascend. And lastly, be sure to be the last guest at the cannibals party. This statement makes me think of, and the message coming through to me is, know the company you keep, darling. Know the company you keep, and if the cannibals invite you to play, make sure you are the last one left standing. Know who you are in the company of. Don't be surprised when sharks do shark things. Don't be surprised when snakes do snake things. Don't be surprised when lions do lion things. Govern yourselves accordingly. Let's do some affirmations. Let's do some affirmations. This affirmation says, repeat after me. There is nothing in me that is undeserving of good. There is nothing in me that is undeserving of good. There is nothing in me that is undeserving of good. There is nothing in me that is undeserving of good. Repeat after me. There is nothing in me that is undeserving of good. Let's do some more affirmations. Let's do some more affirmations. This affirmation says, you've got to get in the fight. It's time to take off the handcuffs. It's time to get in it. Maxine Waters. This is a quote by Mother X Maxine. You've got to get in the fight. It's time to take off the handcuffs. It's time to get in it. Okay? You've got to get in the fight. It's time to take off the handcuffs. It's time to get in it. Baby, you aren't going to be a bystander in what's happening in the world today. Everything around us is falling down. And you're going to have to get in there and help make a difference, help build new earth, help build new society. You're going to need to defend your brothers, your sisters, and your siblings. You're going to need to speak up and stand up for people. You're going to need to take a stand. It is what it is. 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 All right, y'all. That Cash App is LadySpeech. That Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. That PayPal is LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Feel free to show your financial appreciation for this labor if you're benefiting from this comment. If this is resonating with you, can I get an amen in the comments? The OGs, let me know that you are here and with me. Put a blue or purple heart in the comments. Put a mermaid or what do we usually put? A butterfly in the comments. If you are new here, put a green or yellow heart in the comments or a fairy in the comments. Let me check in with the comments. Speaking of the comments, let me check in. Veronique, thank you so much for that 11/11 at that auspicious time. Ashley said, I was the last guest, sort of. Half of the cannibals came to our house afterwards last night. New house, new things. Yes. Jennifer said that I just confirmed a dream. Yes, I'm glad I confirmed it for you, baby. Ashley said, grandmother issues. Don't I got some grandmother issues. Let's see. Everybody is checking in. Good stuff. I like it. These comments are passing the vibe check. All these newbies, all of these OGs. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see it. Let us keep going, my beautiful loves. Can you believe these are the last cards of the reading? Once again, I want you to remind you that in March we will be here, Eastern Standard Times, 10:10 a.m. Okay? We're going to be experimenting with a new way of doing things this year with these Sunday services. You know, I used to come to you a little erratically. You never really knew when I was about to pop in on you. But you knew it was at one of the magical hours. But now we're gonna do this. It seems to be working. So Sundays for in March, I will be coming to you 10:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? All right. Let's keep it going with a card deck y'all haven't seen in a minute. Let's talk about it. The Carolyn Myss deck, baby. First off, we have the Dilettante, which is all about delights in the art without having to be professional. Alert you into the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. This is the light attributes. The shadow attribute is pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. So first off, let's break down the light attributes. You can delight in the arts without having to be a professional. Listen, remember to lean into the arts for more reasons than to make money. Okay? Lean into the arts for creative spaces. I mean, create art, make art, participate in art because it heals you, because it helps you, because it expands your intellect, because it helps you deal, because it helps you cope, okay? Make the art because it helps you work out your sadness, it helps you work out your aches, it helps you to express your anger, it helps you to express yourself. Make it. Make it because of those reasons. It's not about being professional. It's not about having it sold. It is about expressing yourself. Dance. Sing someone else's song. Sing the songs you wrote at the top of your lungs. Sing. Make the art, do the things, okay? And also, if you are a professional artist, remember to make the things just because. Go make the things just because. Not to sell it, not to do anything. Make the weird things to make the weird things. Okay? Make the weird things to make the weird things. Alright? Do the art. Okay? That'll help you with your mental health. That'll help you with your emotional health. And put your all into it. You know, that'll help you. That'll help you. Alert you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuit. So this is not just for artistic expression. Don't be superficial. Be authentic. And when you are expressing yourself at your most genuine level, you will avoid being superficial. And sometimes, remember, my loves, that it's not about likes. Expressing yourself authentically will mean that people don't always agree with you. Still express yourself because it's still valid. The shadow attribute is pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. These social media times we live in is crazy. Don't get caught up in acting like you know more than you know. There's a lot of people who read 2 books and it's like, I'm an expert at tarot. No, you're not. I've read 3 books. I know herbs. No, you don't. No, you don't. Nuh-uh. You know what you know, and what you know is valuable. And we are all experts at something. But don't act like you know more than you know, because you lying. And that'll get you caught up. That'll get you caught up. That'll get you caught up. All right, Dawn Long. Dawn Long, darling. The light attribute is spotlight your positive, seductive qualities. The shadow attribute is using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Listen, let's get into the shadow attribute. Sexuality is beautiful. It's divine. Sensuality is amazing. It's wonderful. Be honest. Be honest about where you're at in your sensuality, sexuality. Be honest about what your agendas are with yourself and with your partner. Be honest about what you need, want, desire, and require. Be honest as some of those things shift. Invite honest conversations around these subjects with your partners. From what you expect, from what you want, and listen when they speak their truth, whether you agree with it or not. Have these conversations with yourself and with others on a regular basis. Sensuality is beautiful. Seduction, sexuality is beautiful. Honor the wonderful things. Ashley keeps saying grandma issues. Honey, I'm touching on some things, ain't I? I can literally see you in your house like, honey, you're bringing up grandma issues. I don't want to talk about this, but I can literally see you. I know, heal it, honey, heal it. Uh, but honor the beautiful aspects, honor the beautiful and awesome aspects of it, okay? And understand that we all have those amazing aspects. So honor those seductive, wonderful spaces inside of ourselves, okay? All right, you beautiful people. Cash App, LadySpeech, Venmo, LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal, LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel free to show financial appreciation for this here labor. Let's do these affirmations. Will you? Will you? Will you? Will you repeat after me? Repeat after me. There is no one way to be transgender. Repeat after me. There is no one way to be transgender. 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 All right, this affirmation says, I embrace my flaws knowing that nobody is perfect. I embrace my flaws knowing that nobody is perfect. I embrace my flaws knowing that nobody is perfect. I embrace my flaws knowing that nobody is perfect. I embrace my flaws knowing that nobody is perfect. All right, you beautiful people, I want to thank you so much for your support. I want to thank you so much for your support, for tuning into these lives, for your patience with all of me as I continue to figure out this channel, as I continue to figure out my posting. I do want to say this. You will get a regular schedule from me. I promise you that. This has been an incredible transition into a new life, into a new state, into a new routine. I also started this year out quite dramatically, and if you know, you know. There are the videos to prove it and to explain it. Yes, and not only that, there's just a transition in my mind state, in my approach. These transitions affected me in ways that I did not anticipate. That I'm very happy that they did, though, and I am rolling with the punches. So there are times I expect a great deal out of myself, and I push myself to high standards, and I oftentimes put that to you. I don't put it on you, but I present myself with those high standards, and I can't meet them. And that's fine because humanity. But what I appreciate is that I do give myself grace to do what needs to be done. And you guys do give me that grace as well, so I appreciate that. This week I will be explaining a little bit more what is happening. It's more of the same. Anti-racism, anti-blackness, not anti-racism, it's racism, anti-blackness, misogynoir, fat phobia, it's those things. And they never cease to hurt, you know. You would think, as being someone who lives in several marginalized identities, from being neurodivergent to being black to being queer to being alternative spirituality, fat. I am quite used to the attack on every levels, but it never really lessens. You don't really get used to it, you know. So this week I took a blow, and this alchemy card meant an actual whole lot to me because I definitely have plans to take this and to use it as fuel. So I want to thank you for your support through all of that, and I continue to display my humanity for you all because it is easy to mammify. It is easy to superwoman black femmes, black women, black people. And I don't want to do that. Though I am strong, though I can handle a lot, though I do handle a lot, though I am a lot, I'm still human. And I go through these very human episodes. So thank you for holding space for that. And thank you for remembering that. All right. All right, you good people, I've got some good content for you coming out this week. Getting back on my feet. And I am just getting back. It'll be good to create again. My heart is still sore, but everything is going to be all right. And I always trust in the plan of the spirits of the Creator. Anytime, every time, and anytime I lay myself at the mercy of my faith in their assistance, it always comes, it works out beyond beautifully. Like I said, the king of getting knocked down 15 times and getting up 22. And on that note, I hope you have the best week. I hope you meet all obstacles face forward. I hope you understand that you are worthy and worth it. I hope you know that you got this. And your entire spiritual team got you. We got this. And our entire spiritual team got us. We are magnificent and divine in our creation. And remember, my loves, 10:10 Eastern Standard Time, Sunday service, soul food and spiritual tea session with LadySpeech. Yeah, baby. I'm finally going to get that video I filmed last week and it's just sitting in the queue to you. I'm going to spend some more, definitely explain what I've been going through and just move forward on this plan the ancestors and the spirits gave to me. So all that was lost, I'm going to reclaim times 100. All right? I love you all so deeply. Follow me on TikTok. I'm not even going to be petty right now. Follow me on TikTok. LadySpeech Sankofa. Woo, excuse me. Someone cooked a pepper downstairs and I'm ready to eat it. I love you all so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Goddess willing. Mwah. Peace.